Hi friends, I am James, one of the senior faculties of IBS Kayangulam, a premier institute for bank coaching and other competitive examinations. In this video, I would like to throw some light on foreign exchange arithmetic. This is useful for those candidates who are preparing for your JIB accountancy paper A module. See, what is foreign exchange? Foreign exchange means exchange of currency from one currency to another currency, that is foreign exchange. At the same time, you can give another definition. Any instrument, it can be a currency note or a traveler's check or a deposit receipt or a draft or a personal check which is payable outside India. So that is foreign exchange. Suppose a traveler is coming to your branch. He is carrying say 100 USD currency note with him, and he wanted Indian rupee from you because for his payment of hotel bill or something like that. So the traveler, the American tourist is requesting you take this $100, give me Indian rupee. So this is a process of converting dollar into Indian rupee. This is called foreign exchange. So foreign exchange, the term foreign exchange refers to number one, any instrument or document or check or currency note which is payable outside India, payable in a foreign country. And second, the process of converting one currency to another currency. Then you may have a doubt, why do we convert? Because now every nation is not confined to their own assets or resources, because they need the resources of other nations, other countries. Even though we are self-sufficient in certain areas, for certain areas we are lacking. In the case of petroleum products or oil, we have to definitely import. Latest technology we have to import. Therefore, we have to depend on so many other nations. And there comes the conversion of one currency to another currency. Now here, see, any country has got a currency and we call it is the legal tender of that country. As far as India is concerned, Indian rupee is the legal tender. In the case of US, USD is the legal tender, US dollar. In the case of Britain, Great Britain pound or GBP is the legal tender. In the case of Japan, it is Japanese yen. So every country has got a currency, and that is the currency which can be transacted in that particular nation. So somebody wanted, see, the traveler, a European tourist is coming to India. He wanted to buy a sari or a churidar from a shop, an Indian shop. He has to pay Indian rupee. So he will be carrying only euro currency note or traveler's check. So this has to be got converted, and he has to settle the bill in Indian rupee. So this is the need of foreign exchange. Now here, foreign exchange mechanism. See, we call the exchange rate mechanism. There are two things. It is a two-way code. Number one, the buying rate. Number two, the selling rate. This is a bit confusing for most of the candidates, whether a particular transaction is a buying one or a selling one. I'll put it very simple way. Suppose you want to buy a laptop. You go to the computer shop, you fix the price, suppose say 40,000 rupees. You pay 40,000 and gets the laptop. So what is the transaction for you? You are buying a laptop. That means you pay 40,000 from your pocket, from your wallet, and you are getting a laptop. Or I'll put it in another way, you paid money, you got a commodity. This is a buying transaction for you. And what is the same transaction for the merchant, for the computer shop owner? It is definitely a sale transaction, because he has disposed of a commodity and in return he gets Indian rupee. So he got money, he give away a commodity. So in a buying transaction, the person who is buying, he gets a commodity, he gives Indian rupee or he gives money. In the case of selling transaction, He gives a commodity and he gets money. The same principle can be applied in the case of foreign exchange transaction also. Here the only point to remember is treat Indian rupee as money and all other currency as a commodity. So as far as you are concerned, dollar is a commodity, not money. Euro is a commodity. GBP is a commodity. Japanese yen is a commodity, or Chinese yuan is a commodity. Any other currency other than Indian rupee is a commodity. Now I will put you few questions. See, a customer, your NRE customer, he is coming to you with a draft, say UAE dirhams draft for 1 lakh. He is holding an account with you, says you credit the proceeds to my NRE account. What is the transaction for you? Is it a buying transaction or it's a selling transaction? What, as a banker, you are the banker. So the question will be put in such a way, you received or your customer gives you or your customer sent a remittance like that. So as a banker, you are getting dirhams worth 1 lakh. So you are getting a commodity and in turn you have to pay Indian rupee to the customer. So this is a buying transaction for the bank. What is this transaction for the customer? The customer gives you 1 lakh dirhams and he gets a credit of Indian rupee. Say if it is 20 rupees, he gets a credit of 20 lakh Indian rupee. So for the customer, this is a sale transaction, and for the bank, this is a purchase transaction. So in the case of a purchase transaction, banker gets foreign exchange, banker gives Indian rupee. Or you can say that bank credit customer's account. In the case of a sale transaction, banker gives away foreign exchange and banker gets Indian rupee. I'll give an example. Suppose your customer, you are in a branch, your customer requests you, give me a draft or a remittance, a electronic transfer for say a SWIFT remittance of 10,000 USD for towards to meet the living expenditure or tuition fee of his son studying in US. So the customer is requesting you, I need 10,000 rupees for sending to my son to meet the living expenditure. So what is the transaction for you? Is it a buying transaction or a selling transaction? Here, what the bank is doing, bank is giving 10,000 US dollar to the customer and the customer has to pay its rupee equivalent to you. Suppose the conversion rate or the exchange rate is say 70 rupees per dollar. So for 10,000 into 70, 7 lakh rupees the customer will gives you and you will have to pay $10,000 to the customer by way of a remittance. That's a sale transaction for the bank or it is a purchase transaction for the customer. So in the case of a sale transaction, customer's account is debited. In the case of a purchase transaction, customer's account is credited. In the case of a sale transaction, customer's account is debited. So this is the clarity. You have to be very clear whether a particular transaction is a purchase transaction or it's a sale transaction. Thank you for viewing this video. I'll come out with another useful video later on. Thank you.
If you like our content, do like, share and subscribe.